So if you're a bit fed up with all of the RGB in your subscription feed right now, then this new cooler from Alphacool might be nice and refreshing. Although they did have RGB fans on display like every second manufacturer here at Computex this year, their new Eisbaer Extreme All-in-One cooler is what I spent the majority of my time taking a look at their booth, as you could imagine. Real quick though, a word from MSI for making this trip possible. Want a dope new rig without going broke? Well, MSI has got you covered. Check out their latest MSI gaming PC setups and learn how you too can build an incredible new gaming rig that's light on your wallet. See the link in the description below to get started. As you can see, it looks quite a bit different to pretty much any other all-in-one liquid cooler on the market, and that's because Alphacool are striving towards a more understated design and aesthetic, which I can definitely appreciate. The big design difference here is that out of the box, the Eisbaer Extreme will come pre-installed with two 140mm Be Quiet Silent Wings 3 fans, and now also the radiator, pump, and reservoir are stacked into a single unit, with the pump and res in the top compartment above the fans, as you can see here. So this is technically a 280mm radiator, but clearance for the pump and reservoir compartment at the top is an obvious consideration, and installing it into a case with up to 360mm of radiator clearance is recommended. I didn't discuss performance metrics or anything like that with the team at Alphacool, but you would expect a significant performance improvement over a standard 280 all-in-one cooler, given the implications when it comes to compatibility. It is a fairly early prototype, they said, and the finished product will definitely be a lot more refined compared to what you see here, and they said we can expect this to hit the shelves towards the end of this year. The finished design will still feature these quick disconnect leads, but Alphacool said they are working on making it look a little bit more pleasing, and by more pleasing they don't mean by adding in RGB. In fact, the entire unit is finished in a rough industrial matte black look that I quite like. It's very unassuming, and I could see this unit looking like an extension of a matte black case rather than an add-on that you've installed. The only illumination is on their CPU block, which they said is their Ice Block XBX, and that's with their subtle blue text. Now back to those quick disconnect leads, and I'd love to get your opinions on whether or not you guys would like to see this in the finished product as opposed to regular tubing. The benefit of this quick disconnect is that you can easily add in other elements to the loop, for example your GPU. And given the size of the extra compartment at the top of the Eisbaer Extreme for the pump and reservoir, I'd say that's pretty much what Alphacool are going for here and targeting the sort of enthusiast market. They also said that the fans are removable, which is great to hear. So if you want to perform maintenance or add in a dust filter or maybe swap out the fans completely, that should be no issue. There's a honeycomb cutout at the back as well, which will be facing the inside of the case, and it also looks like there's a drain and fill port on the unit as well, again allowing for easy maintenance and adjustments to the loop. So overall, I think this is a pretty neat product, and it's definitely refreshing to see some innovation here on the show floor. I really like the unified look to the radiator, but I would like to see Alphacool offer an option without that extra compartment for the resin pump at the top, as I think that the pre-installed fans and cover is already a great idea and would work quite well on an existing all-in-one unit with the pump on the CPU block. As I said before though, no word on pricing yet as it's still early in development, but the Alphacool rep did say that they are expecting to release it towards the end of this year. I also had a chance to look at their new block for Intel's Optane 900p SSDs. Definitely a bit overkill as they admitted, but at the end of the day, that's what the enthusiast market is all about. And they did mention that their testing so far has shown some pretty significant improvements when it came to performance. They also had some new RGB block covers for those of you who are into that, and also the RGB fans that I mentioned earlier. This new cooler design was definitely the hero of the show though, and I definitely think that it may just be a winner for Alphacool if executed properly. I love the clean design and potential expandability of the prototype on display, and I think it'd be really cool to see a more simplified version as well on offer with those Silent Wings 3 fans pre-installed like you can see on the prototype. I'd love to hear what you guys think of this as well though, so drop your comments down below. As always guys, a huge thanks for watching and keeping up with all of the content here at Computex 2018. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next one.